Hello and welcome to VCC TV. We have with us someone who's very well known in the PE/VC community and also in the healthcare sector. Vishal Bali, a warm welcome to you and thank you for joining us. So according to our internal data, we saw that PE and VC deals in the January-August period hit a 5-year low. But M&As have been buoyant and IPOs, as we all know, have flourished. How do you read this trend?
So, Joseph, I think healthcare in this country and, also from the emerging markets perspective is going to be continuing as a positive trend from an investment perspective, right? And so the investment thesis around healthcare in India and in the surrounding emerging markets is going to be positive. I think you will continue to see some trends which are ups and downs, which are basically more from the point of view on the venture cap side, because I think what is really happening right now is the amount of venture capital which has gone into some of the early stage companies. That has probably slowed down a bit. But on the PE side of activity, which you're seeing, that there are enough number of more investments that are happening on the private equity side. And also, I think when I put on the entrepreneur hat, I think there is a great opportunity for entrepreneurs to go out there and create new disruptive models in healthcare in the country.
And about the buoyant M&A space and the flourishing IPOs.
Yeah, so I think it's good to see the IPOs doing well, because that just goes to show many of these companies have built their enterprises over a long period of time. And good IPO stories are great for the sector, because you see there was a big lull for a very long period of time in healthcare where there were no IPOs. And suddenly last year we had a couple of them on the hospital side, on the diagnostic side, and fantastic valuation.
TPG Growth was very active in making investments in the past months. You invested in Cancer Treatment Services International and then Motherhood. What were the theses behind investing in these companies?
TPG has always been a big investor in healthcare, and so that's from our perspective, when we looked at both these formats, we felt that number one, single specialty, number two, highly underpenetrated, right? So the oncology side, we feel that there is huge underpenetration in India on the oncology side, and many of the large multi-specialty hospitals of the past have not invested in oncology at all. But as a disease segment, it is one of the fastest growing disease segments in the country. So there was an opportunity to create a very unique model on the oncology side, and with the CTSI platform, which originated in the University of Pittsburgh Medical Center, we saw an opportunity to create a high quality oncology platform within the country, which could scale up through a partnership model with the multi-specialty hospital. Similarly, on the mother and child side, I think as India changes, as the expectations of mothers change, of new mothers changes, and as the whole play of the consumer side in terms of wanting in these happy moments around birthing to be in very exclusive environments where there is more focus on the mother and her newborn, I think is again a new expectation within the ecosystem in India. And that's where, and again, this is an opportunity where one could create 15 centers. We took Motherhood, which has currently 3 centers in Bangalore, and we see that there is a big potential to do many more centers across the tier 1 cities.
What other single specialty themes would you be exploring apart and from, oncology now and then mother and care?
Can't comment on that right now, but what we are seeing, as you can see across the country, there are multiple single specialty formats that are emerging. You can see in ophthalmology that there are some formats which are emerging. There are formats in orthopedics. There is a format in gastroenterology. Right now, they are very centric to one or two, geographies. How many of them can play out to become national networks? I think that's to be seen. But what is good to see is the whole single specialty ecosystem evolve in the country. So while the multi-specialty hospitals are growing very well, it's good to see the single specialty formats grow and scale across the country.
You've led Fortis hospitals, and now you're seeing a lot of regional hospitals and are being backed by PE players. What is your outlook on them, and do you see some of them becoming national players?
I think that is the reason why many of them are being funded, because they want to grow beyond the regions where they are. Healthcare is, while capital is important, I think it's the execution side which is equally important. And so the way that I would see it, and even during my days in Fortis, to become a pan-India chain, it requires very different approach. It requires a very different team. It requires, ability to move very quickly, nimbly, and also what is important, particularly in the current context, is that how you can move in a more capex-light format. So I think it's good to have many of these regional players who are aspiring to become bigger chains. We need that in India. We need a lot more of healthcare ecosystem development.
Do you see consolidation in the sector?
I think as industries expand and grow larger, consolidation is a necessary outcome, because you will see the bigger players wanting to grow larger through an M&A opportunity. And then you will see, that as an option for many of the smaller players who cannot really grow beyond a point. So I think consolidation is, and we are seeing it on the pharmaceutical side, we are seeing it on the diagnostic side. You see the diagnostic companies, they want to go and acquire some of the regional diagnostic players, and we will see that also on the multi-specialty hospital side. So I think it's good to see that companies are aspiring to grow bigger. Companies are aspiring to grow size and scale, and not just revenue, but also EBITDA margins and profitability. And as long as acquisitions can be done which are accretive to enterprises, it's a positive move.
And what is your take on healthcare technology startups? A lot of VC firms are betting on them.
When you take a look at the whole healthcare ecosystem in India, on the services side, which is hospitals, on the diagnostic side, and then the technology piece, which was the one which had not grown a lot over the years, we are now seeing that happen through the startup ecosystem. Almost $350 million of capital has gone into the startup ecosystem on the early stage health tech companies. So, which is going to go further, because these are all basically Series A, Series B investments. So we are going to see a lot of that momentum, and I think it's a very positive area.
Coming to your entrepreneurial venture, Medwell Ventures, how has the company scaled up over the years, and what are the expansion plans of the company?
So, through Medwell Ventures, we have Nightingales, which is a home healthcare company, which was started in 2014. We have seen great traction over there. We are now in 3 cities, which is in Bangalore, Hyderabad, and Mumbai. There are about 900 people in the company. The company has built many branches. There are about 11 branches across the country now. And when I first got into it, it was a speck of an idea that as the Indian population expands and grows and ages, and as the longevity of life expands, and the chronic disease segment in India continues to grow because of the issues of chronic diseases, then home healthcare is a good option for patients and their families to reduce the cost of care. And I think that thesis is playing out, because each one of these cities has seen a lot of traction.
Large hospitals like Apollo and Max also getting into home healthcare services providers. So do you think they're going to complement the likes of Medwell Ventures or Portier?
I think it's good to see that large hospital systems are finally beginning to think about home healthcare. So in 2014, when Medwell Ventures invested in Nightingales, there was no other home healthcare player. We had other industry players, but there was none of the large healthcare players were looking at home healthcare as an opportunity. So what I feel good about is that we saw an opportunity fairly early, and we felt that this could become a very important part of the healthcare ecosystem in India. And the fact that now large healthcare players are thinking about it is the proof of the concept, right? And I think it's over the period of time, as all these companies begin to scale up, India will see home healthcare emerging as a very powerful part of the industry, as much as it is in many of the other countries, and particularly in the US and Japan.
Would Medwell Ventures look at expanding overseas?
Not right now. There are opportunities, and there will continue to be opportunities in that space. I think right now there is a lot to be done in India, but if there is a strategic opportunity that comes up, which can use the model very well in another country, then the founders will take a call on it, and that will be an opportunity that the founders will definitely explore.
And finally, what would be your advice to companies seeking to get growth capital from TPG Growth?
Difficult for me to say as an advisor, what should be out there. But I think as we begin to look at companies, it is also about the model. It is about the relevance of the model or the relevance of the product. And last but not the least, it is the execution capability of the company. That is most critical.